7.3 homework, here we go. I'm sorry, 7.5, my fault, 7.5. Write your name on the period 1 and 2. Let's review a couple of things. Let's remember that the rate is always whatever's on the y-axis over whatever's on the x-axis. Remember that. The rate is always whatever's on the y-axis over whatever's on the x-axis. So let's talk about the rate for this one. Time is going up, obviously, time goes by, and we're going further in distance, so that's up, so we know it's going to be a positive rate. I also know that this is my y and this is my x. So I know that my y goes on top, that's feet, and my x goes on bottom, that's seconds. So it's y over x. Now we have to find the change here. From 1 to 6, that means I went up by 5. So I added 5 feet, and that adding of 5 feet took me positive 1 seconds. Well, positive 5 divided by 1 gives you 5 feet per second. Okay, let's try 2. Time is passing, and we're going up again in our distance. So our distance is getting bigger, and so we're going up. From here to here and here to here, let's see. We started at 1 foot away, and we went to 7. That means we added 6 feet. It took us 3 seconds to do that. So we have feet, y, over x seconds. We went up 6 feet, and it took us 3 seconds to do that. 6 divided by 3 gives me 2 feet per second. And there's your answer. Your rate is 2 feet per second. All right, let's talk about rate from this graph. Now there's 2 ways to do this, so I'll show you both. So if I use just the graph, let me use a pencil. If I use just the graph, meaning the 2 ways are look at the graph or make a table and do this again. So let's look at the graph first. So I started at 6 here. I'm going to trace my line down until I hit another crosshair in the back, which means a little T in the back. So I lost 1 foot of distance, and it took me 1 second to get there. That means I went down 1 foot per second. Here's the other way. We can make a table just like we did up here, where it's seconds and feet. So at 0 seconds, that's mean the starting point, I started at 6 feet. So 0 seconds have passed, I'm at 6 feet. Now take a look at any other point on the graph. Let's try this one. That's 6 seconds later, 6 in my seconds, I'm at how many feet? That's 0, good. From here to here, I had to subtract 6. From here to here, I had to add 6. Remember, it's always feet over seconds, or y over x, so feet over seconds. My change was a negative 6. This change was a positive 6. Negative 6 divided by positive 6 gives me negative 1 foot per second. All you do in your calculator is negative 6 divided by positive 6. You get negative 1 foot per second. Same rate here. Let's take a look at this one. By the way, does anybody notice what kind of relationship this is if it goes through the origin? Starts with a P. Good, it's proportional. Good, little review there. All right, so this means that it starts at 0, 0. So if I have my seconds and my feet, I start at 0, 0. Let's find another point on the graph. There's a point right there. That's the seconds are down here, so that's 1 second. Pairs up with 2 feet. Let's find another one. Travel along your line until you get right to a perfect point. That's 2 seconds. I'm at 4 feet. So let's see what the rate is. From here into here, I had to add 2. Here to here, I had to add 2. Here to here, I added 1. Here to here, I added 1. Well, remember, it's y over x, so feet over seconds. That's a change of positive 2 over a change of 1. 2 divided by 1 in your calculator will tell you it's positive 2 feet per second. It does make sense that this one is positive because it's going up or away, and that this one is negative because it's going down or towards. Okay, now we have to match each rate with a table and a graph. Let's do the tables first. I already started a little bit here. So I've got a change of positive 4 here and a change of positive 4 here. This 4 divided by 4 equals 1, and it's feet per second. So the rate is 1 foot per second. So table A must match up with number 7, the rate of 1 foot per second, because that's my rate. All right, let's take this one. I had to add 4, 2 to 6, add 4. Here you have to add 2. It's 4 feet. It's always y over x, 4 feet per 2 seconds. 4 divided by 2 is 2 feet per second. So this table, B, is 2 feet per second, has to go with this one. All right, let's try this one. 12 to 8, I actually lost how many? I had lost 4 feet. And it took me 2 seconds to do that. So I lost 4 feet in 2 seconds. In your calculator, do -4 divided by 2, and you get a rate of -2 feet per second. So this guy has to match up with C has to match up with 6, -2 feet per second. Which means this should come out to be -1, but let's double check. From 12 to 8, I lost 4 again. From 0 to 4, I added 4. So I lost 4 feet, and it took me 4 seconds to lose it. -4 divided by 4 is -1. So we got it, D. Now, take a look at these guys. Okay, these two started from the same. These two started from the same. Well, let's take a look at these. W and X, we know, are positive. W is the steeper line, so it's the faster line. So find the 2 positive rates in your table, 2 feet and 1 foot. The other 2 are negative. So these 2 have to match up with these 2 because they both have a positive rate. The faster one is 2 feet per second because 2 feet per second is faster than 1 foot. The faster line is the steeper line. So this has to match up with W, which means X is the positive one and matches up with 1. Now take a look at Z and Y. Z and Y are both going down, and so they're negative rates. Look at our table. The only thing we have left is -2 and -1. This line is steeper, Z is steeper than Y, and so it's traveling faster. So remember, the further away from 0 you get on the number line, the faster you go. So the faster you go, you're going down faster, and so that has to be -2. If you're only going down 1 foot per second, that's got to be the flatter line, and that's Y. All right, we'll make 2 videos today.